Cool. So we are quite used to this concept of having gender in our languages for non-living objects such as table and chair. French, we have gender for all the nouns, okay, whether it's a living object or non-living object such as table, shows. So we discussed this very quickly, right? Why gender is important? Because a lot of other grammatical constructs depend on the gender of the noun, right? For example, adjectives. Now adjectives are some construct which are used to describe a noun or provide extra information about the noun, but adjectives will vary based on gender and
Plurality.
yes, based on gender and number. We say gender and number, but number means plurality. Okay. For example, we have mon fils, my son, ma fille, my daughter, mes fils, my sons. Correct? Yes. We have not studied this thing. We have not studied this possessive adjectives or participles or demonstrative adjectives. But I'm telling you right now, knowing the gender of a noun in French is very, very important if you want to get your grammar right. Then we studied the definite articles, right? Let's quickly revise. Masculine singular, le, feminine singular, la, masculine, feminine, plural, les, and then we have this words or nouns that begin with vowel or ash, like h, masculine, feminine, whether they could be masculine or feminine, if they are singular, and if they begin with vowel or ash, we say L apostrophe. Instead of le, la, we say L apostrophe. For example, l'école, l'admission, l'éducation. And all of this translates to English, the, right? In English, we have only one definite article, the. All of these are translation, or all of these translate to the.
Yeah.
Oui.
Le livre, la femme, la voiture, les amis, les enfants, les yeux, l'homme. Then we studied indefinite articles also, right? For masculine singular, it is un. For feminine singular, it is une. For masculine, feminine, plural, it is they. The translation is a livre, which will translate to, Atif?
A book?
A book, correct. And how about this one, Mahina?
An apple.
An apple. The translation for the plural indefinite article, and this is common for masculine and feminine, is some. The article is they, it is translated as some. Des amis, which means
Some friends.
some friends. You're absolutely right. Then we talked about patterns. Some words ending in some patterns tend to be masculine, and then some of them tend to be feminine. Then we have one more topic which we need to study very quickly. That is, if you know the word in masculine form, how to know the word in the feminine form. So kind of converting the nouns from masculine to feminine form. And there are some guidelines on this. Again, remember one thing always. We are learning a natural language, French. So this is not chemistry or physics where you are just applying formulas or mathematics. So all of this, take them as guidelines, not as rules. Forever be prepared that there will be exceptions. You will come across exceptions. So don't get panicked. Don't complain why French is like that. It is what it is, and it is what English is. But we still like English. We still speak English. Similar to that in French also. So we have some patterns. The first one is add o. Okay. For example, if you have masculine l'ami, okay, to make it feminine, we just add an o. L'ami. Okay. Or we can say, how about this one? Akshata. So this is this masculine.
L'avocat.
So I'm going to just add an O, okay, to make it feminine. This is masculine and this is feminine. Okay. Can you pronounce these two?
L'avocat. L'avocat.
Fantastic. See, all the things that we have learned recently are coming back as a revision, right? We said that when we have that consonant, which we don't pronounce otherwise, when we add an O after that, we have to start pronouncing that. You remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, so now this is coming as a practice, revision. So this will keep happening. That's why I'm saying we start the pronunciation in the beginning so that whatever we learned, all those patterns, they keep coming back. And that's the way they get revised and they become, kind of fixated in your head. Just a memory testing. How do you say noun student in Spanish?
Estudiante.
Estudiante. And you know what the good news about this thing in Spanish is? It's same for masculine and feminine.
Yeah.
You remember that? Estudiante. Yeah,
Yeah.
estudiante. Nice. Then we have another kind of pattern in this, converting from masculine to feminine. If the masculine word or masculine noun ends in we change it to us. Okay. For example, we have, how about this one? Masculine and feminine. Le danseur. How would you make the female?
Dansos.
Da नहीं ना ये an है ना
Dansos.
da नहीं है ना an is on.
Okay, Donsos.
Danseurs, because this s is between two vowels.
Le mento, la mentios.
Monto.
Mentios.
More. En is also like
More.
an on.
Le monto,
Mhm.
la mentus.
अभी इसमें on था तो इसमें भी on ही रहेगा ना, इसमें क्यों म्या कर दिया?
La montios.
Tuz. EU is o, right? EU is o, like o. So monteurs.
Le menteur. La menteuse.
Okay, so R, we are not skipping R, Atif here. Okay. Le monteur, la monteuse. Okay. Another one very quickly is I'm sure you guys are using Duolingo, so you might have come across this one.
Le wonder,
La wonders.
La wonder. La wonders.
La wonders. Okay, cool. Another one. The words which are ending in en, they become like E-double-N-E. For example, we have le chien.
Dog.
Yeah, and can you pronounce this?
Le chien, le chien, la chienne.
It is le, not le, right?
Le chien, la chienne.
Chien. This is le chien, la chienne. This means female dog. Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say something else, but Soha has prohibited me from saying that thing.
Le citron, le citron.
Okay, this is a difficult one. So I'm writing the helping spelling for you. So Chloe, could you pronounce this for us once? These two.
Le citoyen. La citoyenne.
Okay. So see this, Alok, as she